Welcome to the Continual Service Improvement process. My name is Helen Morris and I'll be your instructor. If you have any questions, please use the question and comment box. We'll respond to the questions as soon as we can. If you're ready, let's get started. In this module, we're going to look at the integration of CSI with the rest of the life cycle, and we'll have an exercise so that you can try that for yourselves. We're going to look at service reporting and the importance of the reports that we produce, and we're going to look at service measurement and the sorts of things that need to be taken into consideration when we measure. CSI integration is extremely important for each of our life cycle stages. We're going to continue to stress this throughout the course because without looking at each of the life cycle stages in turn, we're not going to have effective improvements. We need to be able to support our improvement activities in service strategy, looking at the monitoring strategies and standards and policies that we adopt, in service design, by looking at the design of services and the critical success factors, KPIs and projects that are going to be our outputs. We look at service transition and the important aspect of moving a release into production. Both during and after implementation, there are often opportunities for further improvement. And service operation is where we monitor our services in production, so lots of opportunity for improvement initiatives can be gained there. In our exercise on life cycle integration, we'd like you to consider the roles of the key processes in the monitoring, capture and processing of data that will provide us with improvement information. Consider each of the life cycle stages in turn and identify the roles that will be needed to complete the activity. When we consider the basic concepts that are associated to the continual service improvement process, it's important that this is managed as a regular activity. If we do not carry it out regularly, then we are not going to identify the improvements that need to be made on a regular basis. It's important to ensure that the correct resources are allocated to the activity of improvement. We need to make sure we have the right numbers of staff, the right amount of money, and of course the management commitment to use both of these effectively. Measurement is a key part of our overall improvement activity. We need to ensure that our measurements are clearly identified so that we understand exactly what it is we are attempting to measure. And of course that the measures we are using are providing true value to the business and identifying things that we actually need to know and we actually need to improve. When we consider the triggers, inputs and outputs to the process, it's important to understand that improvement may not just be a failure in the IT department. It can be driven by new business initiatives or even new technology that's being employed. Of course, performance enhancements will always be a part of our overall improvement activity. We should also consider what the inputs and outputs are that we need. Use of the service catalogue, service review meetings, and of course, new legislation or governance requirements from the organisation will be important to us. Overall, we need to make sure that our IT and business strategies are in alignment and that improvement continues to make sure that this is the case both now and in the future. If you have any questions on this module, please use the question and comment box. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you on the next module.